Nice deep kickoff into the end zone. It will be brought out by number 4, Chase Lowry. Lowry showing some speed. He gets hit, breaks a tackle, still on his feet to the 40 and down to the 45-yard line. Chase Lowry with an excellent return.
Well, I mean, Lowry is so good. I mean, looking at his stats, 2 rushing touchdowns, 3, and then, of course, he also has 2 kickoff returns. For the Raccoons, he's a do-it-all athlete. I mean,
breaking tackles.
Yeah, and look at the field position. I mean, at the 46-yard line, that's fantastic.
So 1st and 10 from the 46 for the Raccoons. Quarterback Kerry Green looking to throw over the middle, and that is complete to 26, Zion Uzma-Harper.
And, I mean, he was wide open. If you look at it, that is another catch for him. That is his 3rd catch of the season.
Zion Uzma-Harper, he will run the ball plenty tonight. Kerry Green, the 5'11", 200-pound senior quarterback. Looking to throw again, looking to run. Design run, breaks a tackle, and gets another 1st down for the Raccoons.
Well, look how well they're moving the ball. 2 plays, and they're already in the red zone. I mean, you start out at the 46-yard line. You know, you're thinking Aledo's going to, the way Aledo usually plays is how high scoring they are, how well they play on defense, and then now Raccoon's already moving, and they're looking really good tonight.
Yeah, the Raccoons put up 52 against Roy City in round number 1 last week against South Oak Cliff. It was a battle to the end, 19-17 Frisco win. We'll talk about more about that later on as the game progresses. All right, Green back to pass. He's going to throw far sideline, hauled in by number 4 Chase Lowry for another 1st down.
And Lowry, I mean, open, great job getting those feet down. You only have to get the 1 foot down in high school, but I mean, that would have been good on Sundays, and if you're playing in the Star, why not?
Why not is right. All right, 3 plays, 3 1st downs for Frisco. Frisco on the blue jerseys, blue pants, white helmets. Green's going to swing it out to Uzma-Harper. Tries to get a block, stays on his feet, and he'll get maybe to the 10. It's a good defense on the outside there by Eli Valencia.
He actually threw Eli Valencia off of him there. We're going to see on the replay. I mean, swing pass, throws Valencia off of him, and then a great job by Valencia wrapping him up there at the end, pulling him down.
Stayed with it. That's how you got to do it, kids. All right, 2nd, 7 for the Raccoons. Green's going to fake it and then straight up the middle, but the Bearcat defense was waiting for him. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Well, now it's time for Aledo to do, it's a big play for both teams. Aledo, you know, giving up the 3 1st downs on the first 3 plays for Frisco. And they've, you know, the last 2 plays, great job getting the hold. But it is, I mean, even though it's only 7-0 in the first, it's
you got to match Aledo is what you're saying. You got to match Aledo almost score for score. Green looking to pass. Uzma's out there, but there's the defense. Uzma takes it away from the defender and gets a 1st down to the 3.
He's doing it all tonight. I mean, he's so deadly out of the backfield as a receiving back. And, you know, if he doesn't get tripped up at the end, he's easily walking in for 6.
Yeah, Uzma-Harper, the defender was there, but he just willed it away from him. So 1st and goal now from the 3-yard line.
Sam Foreman was the linebacker on him step for step. And you have to give credit to him for getting him, you know, just enough to trip him up.
Gonna hand it to Uzma-Harper, and he gets down to the 1. They'll mark him there.
That was close. Maybe jumped a little too soon. Couldn't fully extend there, but Raccoons really looking
good to punch it in here now. This has been a 7-play drive so far. They've covered 52 yards. They need to get a couple of more. And we got a timeout on the field, and we'll take one with them. We'll be right back. Stay.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations. Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL.
Back live here at the Star. And touchdown Frisco on a 2nd and goal. Green, quarterback sneak, gets in from the 1-yard line.
And you know, Bob, that was a fantastic 54-yard drive, 8 plays. Started out, 3 plays, 3 first downs, and then chipping it away. But what a drive by the Raccoons.
All right, they're going to line up in one of these. Well, they're not going to line up. They had the swinging gate partially lined up, but now here comes the kicking team for the PAT. And they'll look to tie this game up. Jake Gaster with the point after. And it is through the uprights. And we have a tie game here. Frisco 7, Aledo 7. We're just getting started here on the NFHS Network. Thanks for joining us here on Christmas Eve.
It's been an eventful year, to say the least, and just glad to finally have some football. And, you're getting 21 weeks of football this year, Bob. It's a magical time, and it's just, you have to be thankful not only to spend time with your families, but that the kids out there got to compete for their senior seasons. A lot of people didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah. Well, a lot of teams, had to change on the fly. There were COVID issues propping up every week, teams not being able to play. Some teams in the playoffs had to forfeit. But, every school and every school district doing what they can to keep everyone as safe as possible. And we are ready to go. So Jake Gaster, he kicked that extra point. He's the regular kicker for Frisco, but he got hurt last week, so he wasn't able to finish the game. So they were down 17-16 to South Oak Cliff with less than 30 seconds to go. Freshman Mason Stallions came in and kicked the game winner from 22 yards out. Never kicked a high school field goal in his life. Made it from 22 for the game winner. I mean, right there, your high school career is almost made. But Gaster's healthy enough now. He's back kicking.
He's never going to forget that moment.
No, never. So 7-7 is our scores. We're just getting underway here at the Star in Frisco, Texas, the Ford Center. Beautiful facility. Great facility for high school playoff action. So Gaster with a kick, taken at the 21-yard line. And that's going to be returned by Brian Allen. And he'll be slung down at the 39.
And look at, go on.
No, I was going to go for it.
Apologies there, Bob. But no, look, Aledo, they're, again, great return. They started out about at this position earlier. They're in fantastic field position every time. And when your offense is scoring close to 500 points already, fun fact, Bob, Aledo actually is the highest scoring team in high school football history. In 2013, they scored 1,008 points.
Just a quick little slant pattern for the big gain. Brings up a 2nd and short now.
And you got to give it to him. Last time he touched the ball, I took it in, 15-yard touchdown run. He's the best player on the field, and if you're Aledo, just get it to him, and the Raccoons have to find a way to stop him.
Get the ball into Earl's hands. 2nd and 1. Hand off to Roberts, cutting it back up off tackle. First down and down to the 40-yard line. Two plays, 20-plus yards for Aledo as they have the offense rolling again. Second possession of the game. They scored a touchdown on their first.
And that's another run by Roberts with great field vision. He cut up field, gained that extra yardage, because if he didn't do that, he might have been, not gotten that extra 5. And again, the field vision tonight is what has impressed me the most about him.
Empty backfield this time for Fowler Nicolosi. Throws it out to Earl. Tried to break a tackle, stays on his feet, but he's going to lose a yard. Good pursuit by the Frisco defense.
And like we've said time and time again, get it to Earl. And that's the first time tonight he hasn't gotten positive yardage at all. I mean, he's getting at least 10, 15 yards every time he touches the ball. But great job by the Frisco defense to finally, keep it out of his hands.
All right, 2nd and 12 now for the Bearcats. Fowler Nicolosi handing it off. Roberts, and again, great pursuit by the Raccoon defense. 14, Brandon Mayazona.
And there were 3 different Raccoons there. You have Mayazona, another man right there is A.J. Denota. He plays a little running back, but he's mainly a defensive end. And they knew exactly what was coming for Frisco. And again, 3rd down and 10.
All right,
so hasn't seen that tonight.
No, they haven't. 3rd and 10, so big play. Frisco defense setting this up. Let's see if they can get off the field. Fowler Nicolosi looking to pass over the middle and in and out of the hands of his receiver, Roberts.
Roberts wishes he had that one back. I mean, a beautiful strike.
And looks like Nicolosi is shaken up. We'll be right back right after this.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
All right, number 4, Ethan McBriar in at quarterback now for the Bearcats on a 4th and 10. Ethan McBriar. What a way to come into the game on 4th and 10. And he's going to go down with the sack, and the Frisco defense just coming up huge on that. Tate Horton with the sack, and the ball goes over to the Raccoons.
Well, Horton, that's his 2nd sack of the season. And, McBriar did not expect to be in this position. And we will see how much this affects the Aledo offense. But, man, that is a fantastic job by Horton to bring him down.
All right, so Frisco gets great field position. They got it marked at the 46-yard line. We've got a 7-7 game, and we've got a lot going on so far. Green, back to pass, over the middle. It is complete. Huge gain, a huge first down. Mayazona taking it all the way inside the 35-yard line. They're marking at the 32.
And, I mean, Bob, anyone that's watching this game that knows high school football was thinking it was going to be, you expect the team that's always been there, you got to beat the man to be the man. And so far tonight, Frisco looks like they want to be the new man on top in 5A Division II.
They're coming in. They're coming in confident, and they're playing with some confidence now. Christmas Eve playoff action for you. Green looking this way. He's going to swing it back over here, and that's going to go nowhere. It's going to be a loss of about 4.
Caden Anderson on the tackle there for the Bearcats.
All right, so they'll mark it a loss of 3. That's going to bring up a 2nd and long. Yeah, this is where Frisco really has to take advantage, because you got Aledo a little bit in shock right now. Their defense is pretty stout. Green fumbles the ball, and he does a smart thing and just jumps on it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Almost disaster there. Kyle Thompson right there, almost picked it up, but great job by Green, knowing exactly what to do. And I mean, you got to follow on that one, or Aledo's picking it up. And now, I mean, 3rd down, and we're thinking 3rd down and about
18 right now.
Yep. I say 3rd down and 17, but you're right there, Bob.
3rd and long. Green bringing him to the line. Looking to throw. Screen pass coming. It is complete. Maiazono, but he's not even going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 4th and long. What do you do here? 4 down territory.
Well, you can't. I'm not saying you have Aledo on the ropes, but you said earlier that you have him shocked. And if it was me, if I'm coach down there, I'm thinking I'd go for it.
Well, it's long. It's 4th and 13. It's 4th and 13 from the 35. They've got the punting unit on right now. Little pooch punt, get them down inside the 10. You definitely don't want to kick it into the end zone, because I don't want to be a gain of 13 yards. Let's see what they do here. He'll try to pooch it, and he's going to kick it into the end zone is what he's going to do, and he does. So, the coach. I'm sure the coaches were telling him kick it to the sideline, try to get the coffin corner, whatever, and he just put a little bit too much foot in it. So, the Bearcats, they may be stunned a little bit right now. We don't know who's going to come in at quarterback. We will see, but they get the ball at the 25-yard line.
That's pretty good field position.
Or at the 20, I should say.
Good field position, and if it's McBrayer all night, I mean, he's a senior, but he's, not the main man. So they're going to try. I mean, you're going to be looking at JoJo Earl probably running out of the Wildcat more than we've seen, and we've already seen it once tonight and went for
now
6.
I believe we see 16, Braden Fowler, Nicolosi back out there. So shaking up, but he shakes it off, and he's back out in the field, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats from the 20. And that's going to be a whistle.
Looked like the tight end, number 89, Jason Llewellyn.
Jason Llewellyn, a little too quick off the ball there. They'll back him up. 1st and 15 now.
Got a little too excited there.
All right, so Fowler looks like Fowler Nicolosi looks like he's fired up. Okay, I think just getting nicked in that last series fired him up. He's ready to go. He'll throw it to the outside, complete, but not a lot there. Maybe 2 yards. 2 yards for number 2, Jalen Pellegrino.
Nowhere to go. Mays on him. I mean, as soon as he caught the ball, he got level. I mean, sometimes you got to take a big hit, but great job by Mays on defense.
Yeah, Miles Mays all over him there on this cornerback position. So 2nd and 11. Hand off to Roberts, trying to pick his way through, and another good defensive effort by the Raccoons. He gets maybe a yard. Tate Horton, we've called his name a bunch already. All right, after those first 2 drives, Trevor, I thought we were in for a shootout, but both defenses, they've kind of dug in their heels now. 3rd and 10 for Aledo from the 20. Fowler Nicolosi. He wants to throw it. He does. Far sideline. Has Roberts wide open and still running. And out of bounds near the 50-yard line.
Well, all I can say about that, the juke, is my goodness, because holy cow. I mean, he flew out of bounds. Great job by Nicolosi stepping up, firing it downfield. Roberts, my goodness, he's a special running back.
Yeah, that was 3rd and long. They got a big gain for a 1st and 10 now from the 49 of the Raccoons. Fowler Nicolosi looking to throw. Little slant pattern. It's complete to Earl. Earl powers his way for another 1st down. You know, I would be surprised when Earl touches the ball if it's not a first down.
Look, I mean, looking at it,
all right, we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout with them. We're knotted at 7 here from the Star in Frisco. We'll be back right after this.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons-shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Welcome back to the NFHS Network. We've got Christmas Eve playoff football going on for you right here. Bob Slovak along with Trevor Bullard bringing you Aledo against Frisco. It is the 5A Division II Region II semifinals. The winner gets Lovejoy next week in the Region II final. We're not at 7. 7-7's our score as we get set to begin the second quarter.
there we go. Sorry about that. No, in that first quarter, both did, we were talking earlier, we thought, man, this is going to be 40, 50 points by each team, but then each defense settled into it. And, when McBrayer came in, I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is not good for Aledo. But, obviously Fowler Nicolosi coming back in, he's trying to look for 6 right here, trying to show that he can shake off any injury.
He's looked good on this series since he went down, nicked up. So Fowler Nicolosi with a 1st and 10 from the 37 is going to hand it off to Roberts. Breaks one tackle. Roberts still moving. Roberts with a burst and a first down and a gain of 12. Late flag comes in. So Roberts leaves the field as his helmet came off.
Didn't quite see what the play was.
Well, I don't know if they're going to call continuation on Roberts because his helmet came off and he kept playing.
Right, new rules. You got to keep everyone safe.
Yep. Well, now they're marking it off against Frisco. We'll see what the call is. That's why his helmet came off. Face mask, and they yanked it off. So tack on another 15 for personal foul on the face mask. So all of a sudden, Aledo with the ball at the 12-yard line looking to punch it in, 1st and 10.
And Aaron Jamison Johnson, he's the cornerback. That's an easy call to make once you see it down there.
Handoff, Roberts gets hit at the line of scrimmage, leans forward for maybe 2. They gave him 1, so 2nd and long coming up.
And even though Roberts, you get the penalty so you can come back in after the play. You don't have to, usually when your helmet comes off, you got to go out for one play, but, you have to have your best running back in if you want to score here.
2nd and 9. Handoff, Roberts gets to the edge. Roberts looking for the end zone. Roberts in for the touchdown. He just kind of got to the edge and was leaning downhill and took it straight in for the 11-yard touchdown run as Aledo retakes the lead.
Well, just making it look too easy. And again, every time he touches the ball, the vision, that's what's really impressed me about tonight. You have the big run on the first drive of the game, that crazy catch along the sideline, making the guy flat out of bounds. And then again there, it's the vision, it's the cutback, and he's the best player, second best player on the field.
PAT is up, and it is good. So Aledo retakes the lead, 14-7. We're early in the second quarter at the Star. We'll be right back on the NFHS Network right after this.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Make this Christmas brighter together with Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Welcome back, everyone. Trevor Bullard and Bob Slovak on the call. And, folks, a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the 11-yard touchdown run by DeMarco Roberts finished it off.
That was an impressive drive. Definitely was, after Frisco's defense really bowed up on Aledo on the previous couple of drives. But then the Bearcats got it in high gear, mixing up the pass and the run. And Roberts took it in from 11 yards. So here we go. Strong kick. Is going to drive Chase Lowry back 5 yards deep in the end zone. He chooses to bring it out, and he's going to run it all the way back to the 28-yard line. Nice return. Let's count it up of 34 yards, 33 yards.
Oh, boy, and Lowry down there on the field.
Yeah, I actually coughed up the ball near the end there, but it went out of bounds, so it's still going to be Frisco's ball. We'll be right back.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Make this Christmas brighter together with Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Back here at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Playoff football on this Christmas Eve. Thanks for joining us here on the NFHS Network. Bob Slovak, Trevor Bullard bringing you the action. Aledo just retook the lead, 14-7, an impressive 80-yard drive. Here come the Raccoons of Frisco. We'll see if they can match it. Kerry Green, number 2, senior quarterback. Going to get this underway. He's going to hand it off to his running back, Uzma Harper. And he powers the pile about 8 yards down on a huge gain, first down. Nice play.
Well, you know, I was about to say, Bob, coming back from the commercial break, Uzma Harper, he's going to have to get the ball as much as he can on this drive. I mean, you talk about Kerry Green. You know, we think he's a senior quarterback, but Uzma Harper does everything for this team. I mean, looking at his stats coming into tonight's ball game, 85 carries coming into tonight, 541 yards, and then, of course, he also has 3 receptions for 25 yards as well.
Quick handoff straight up the middle to Uzma Harper for 5 and a first down. So Frisco taking what the Aledo defense is going to give them, the move to chains. Lowry coming back in. Yeah, Frisco trying to match Aledo's strong offense, score for score, to make this interesting all night long. There's Uzma Harper, and some nice moves right there, Trevor, to get another big gain on first down. That's important.
Well, he saw Roberts earlier this game making all the moves and says, hey, I want to get my turn. And they're really working him here on this drive.
5'11", 190 senior. Got some power and some speed. Here come the Raccoons. And this time Green wants to throw it, but the man's covered. He kind of pumped it and then slung it out there, incomplete, in and out of the hands. He kind of had to reload there. He's trying to get it to Aaron Jamison Johnson.
And Johnson, that was, you can see on the replay here, the pump first, then the throw, and that was, it hit him in the hands, but that was going to be a tough grab to make.
It was a timing pattern that was thrown off is what it was. So it's third and 4 now. The Raccoons run what Coach Buchanan from Aledo, he called it a slot T offense, similar to the wing T. All right, here comes Green. He's going to throw out and over everyone's head, incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 4, and here comes the punting unit.
Well, Lowry there, the intended receiver, but I mean, unless he's 10 feet tall, there's no way he's catching that ball. I mean, just overthrew him.
Yeah, Green just kind of lost the handle of that one. So incomplete brings up a punting situation for the Frisco Raccoons. So the pressure kind of building on the Raccoon defense now. They played pretty well there late in the first quarter. They're going to have to come up with some plays to slow down Aledo.
And, of course, back there to return, guess who? It's JoJo Earl.
JoJo Earl, the Alabama signee. And it's blocked. Aledo with the block punt. And Aledo will recover at the 37-yard line.
Oh, man. Colby Cook on the recovery, and holy cow. Bob, all the momentum's on the Bearcat side.
Yeah, the punt just seemed to take a little bit too long. There were two Aledo players back there, and it was blocked.
And apologies on that one. Actually, it wasn't Colby Cook. It's Matthew Bell, the junior defensive tackle with the recovery. Doesn't get the block. That's the other tackle, George Wayland. But 2 defensive tackles blocking punts. Holy cow. Well, first with the block, then with the recovery.
All right, here we go. Aledo from the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Fowler Nicolosi over the middle to his big tight end, Jason Llewellyn. Huge gain down to the 20-yard line. Make it 18 yards on the catch.
I mean, too easy. The bullet pass. You throw it to your tight end right over the middle. I mean,
Llewellyn, he's got the look of a big-time player. 6'5", 225. He's just a junior.
Ooh.
Reminds me of Jason Witten a little bit.
Fans in this building would like to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. Fowler Nicolosi going to throw. Near sideline, it is complete, out of bounds near the 10-yard line. Hauled in by number 12, B.J. Fleming.
And B.J., on the out route, making it look easy. And, again, Aledo, after the rust, from about halfway through the first quarter to the end, you're thinking, oh, man, what's Coach Buchanan going to do? But Coach Buck, he's won 6 state titles, so he knows how to win. He knows how to make those all-important adjustments, and he has made them for the Bearcats.
1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Fowler Nicolosi looking to the end zone. Now he's going to scramble, throw to the end zone, and knocked away. Nice play by Miles Mays.
I mean, my goodness. He was looking at Jaden Pellegrino, and Mays, I mean, with the diving swat there. But you have to give credit to the quarterback. I mean, stepping up, trying to find time, and Fowler Nicolosi just can't zip it in there.
Mays making the play. 2nd and goal from the 10. The handoff straight up the middle, and that is going to be the touchdown into the end zone. Goes DeMarco Roberts as Aledo tacks on another.
Lowering the shoulder. I mean, Roberts is establishing himself he says, there's been a lot of good running backs to come out of Aledo. Jace McClellan last couple years, Jonathan Gray about 10 years ago. He says, hey, I'm maybe not as good as them, but hey, I want to put my stamp on the dynasty Aledo's had at running back.
Looking pretty good right there. His 2nd touchdown run of the game. He had an 11-yard touchdown earlier. That one's from 10 yards out. The PAT is up, and it is good. And Aledo ups their lead on Frisco to 21-7. 8:24 left to go here in the second quarter. You're watching the NFHS Network. We'll be right back.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
4 plays, 38 yards, and that's all it took Aledo to tack on another touchdown after the block punt. 21-7 is our score. Bearcats leading the Raccoons. This is the 5A Division II Region 2 semifinal. The winner will take on Lovejoy in the Region Final coming up next weekend.
One thing to make note of, Bob, is Lovejoy is Frisco's only loss coming into this year, into this game rather, and it was the last game of the regular season, district title on the line right here in this building. And so if Frisco can come out ahead, you know they want some revenge on Lovejoy.
They would like to get it. Chase Lowry gets it past the 21 to the 21, and that's where Frisco will set up shop 1st and 10.
Maybe Lowry should have maybe taken the knee or just let it go into the end zone for the touchback. I mean, I know he wants to try to get all the yardage. Again, 2 returns for touchdowns on the year, but you get an extra 4 yards for your team, but you don't have to worry about getting hit.
All right, let's see what the Raccoons can do this time. Last time they had something going on, but then they ended up getting the punt blocked. Special teams error. Green's going to roll this way, throw out, and short and incomplete. And look down here. Look at Lowry. Lowry's 30 yards down the field with nobody covering him, just waving his hands.
He's saying, get it to me, get it to me. And, you know, I'm not quite sure what Green was thinking. I mean, we know who he's going to, but Ryan Taylor, I mean, if he catches, he's only going to get a couple yards, and then you have your Swiss Army knife, 20 yards down the field, and no one's going to touch him. Don't know what Green's thinking.
2nd and 10 for the Raccoons. Green's rolling this way again. He's got 3 receivers out. It throws it and incomplete. Green's just a little off the mark right now.
He is. And, there he had a receiver. He had Ryan Taylor that time open. So he goes for Taylor when he's covered, but when he's 20 yards down the field with no one within 5 yards of him, he's not looking. I don't know what his field vision is. I mean, it's just he's not on the mark, like you said.
Well, he's off the mark, but the Frisco coaches have to be seeing something that they can exploit because they're not running. They're not running Uzma Harper here, which is putting them behind the chains. Now we got a 3rd and 10. Green looking under pressure. Now he's going to try to run it. Tried to put on a move, and he goes down at the 19-yard line. Loss of 2, and that'll bring up a punting situation.
Keenan Hess on the tackle, on the sack, and man, Aledo, their fans over there on the far, they're the away team, on the far side there, and man, they're hyped up, they're excited, and all the momentum's on the Bearcat side.
Important to get this punt away. The last one was blocked.
You say that, but you got JoJo Earl back there to return the punt, so
get it off and don't punt it straight down the field. A little bit of a high snap. Here came the rush again, but kick gets away. Earl takes it at the 45. He's going to break 1 tackle. 2. Oh, got tripped up. I wanted to say he'd already broke that tackle, but give some credit there. Number 27, Jordan Hamilton, the sophomore, trips him up.
Well, you can't, score every time you touch the ball.
I'm telling you, he was going to go a long way, and he'd not been tripped up right then. So they mark it at the 49-yard line. That's where Frisco will start this possession. Braden Fowler Nicolosi, the junior quarterback, number 16. And he'll swing it out here to Earl. A nice defensive play. Lowry just came flying in.
And Lowry, he was thinking he wanted that interception. And, of course, they're going to go to Earl. Best athlete on the field. And Lowry, you can see on the replay, so close to picking it off.
Yeah, he read it, and he jumped it. I like the way Lowry plays. Second and 10 now for the Bearcats. Handoff, there's going to be a reverse to Earl. Gets to the edge. Gets it back inside. First down. Still going, and they'll be knocked out of bounds near the 37-yard line.
And Rob, something no one really talks about is the play by the O lineman, Rocco O'Keefe. You can watch the replay. There's the reverse, and then O'Keefe just knocks the defender down there. Helps get Earl get that extra yardage.
Earl is just hard to bring down. JoJo Earl, the Alabama commit signee. First and 10 now from the 38. Fowler, Nicolosi, scrambling, going to tuck it under and run now. Gets it to the 30 and out of bounds. So even with that scramble there, he picks up 8.
I mean, great job, tucking it. Pressure was there. I mean, you can see he just kind of had to run around like a wild man as the protection broke down. And then, of course, like you said, he knew what he had to do, step up and run, and he's not going to get laid out by Dante Reese there. Great job stepping out of bounds.
Second and short now for Aledo. They lead at 21-7. 6:56 left here in the second quarter. Fowler, Nicolosi. He's going to look to throw it. Looking to go to the end zone over the middle and in and out of the hands of Earl. Some nice defense back there by the Frisco D.
Aaron Jamison Johnson on the coverage there. Step for step for Earl. And if Earl managed to reel it in, I mean, right there, great coverage. I mean,
I'm going to tell you, so Earl, he's a big receiver, but the defender, Jamison Johnson, he looked like he was just as big. All right, it's third and short. The handoff to Roberts. First down, spin move, stays on his feet. Roberts to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Aledo. Roberts' third touchdown run of the night.
I mean, Bob, we got to watch that on. One thing I love about the Stars, you get the replay. I mean, you get a hat trick on Christmas Eve. You can't ask for anything else.
I want to see that move again and how he stayed on his feet. But a great run, 30-yard touchdown run by DeMarco Roberts, the senior. So the Bearcats just kind of losing their will right now. They've got it rolling. PAT's up and it's good. And Aledo now leads this game 28-7. And we're about midway through the third quarter. You're watching the NFHS Network. We'll be back with more high school playoff action right after this.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons-shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Coming to you live from the Star in Frisco, Texas. This is high school playoff action on the NFHS Network. Bob Slovic, Trevor Bullard bringing you the action. Aledo really flexing their muscles right now. DeMarco Roberts, the senior running back, he is putting on a show. He just scored his third touchdown run of the night to make it 28-7 Bearcats.
Is that what we were seeing on the Jumbotron? I mean, how amazing that run was. Sorry, folks, you didn't get the replay. But, man, that was...
He got clipped at near the line of the scrimmage, did a pirouette, complete twist, stayed on his feet, and took it all the way in for the touchdown. Lowry with the return, and he'll get it back to the 25-yard line.
3 different defenders there for the Bearcats. Taylor Kessler last one to bring him down. And yeah, I mean, that's the best run we've seen tonight. I mean, Earl's first score of the game was pretty nice too, but man, Roberts he's spectacular tonight.
Putting on a show so far. We still got half the second quarter to go. He's already got 3 touchdowns. Yeah, so Frisco really has their backs against the wall now. Need to get something to going. String together some first downs. A handoff on the end of rounds. Maybe that might get 5 right there. Not a bad play.
Ryan Taylor is carried it there, and you get a couple, and you're down by 21 to the number 2 team in the state in 5A, and now that Ennis went down last week to Mansfield Timberview, I mean, if you're talking about who's the favorite to win 5A D2, it's Aledo. So you can't let the big bad Bearcats scare you, and you got to do something methodical. Go back to what you had in the first quarter when you were driving the ball. I mean, you got to get Uzma Harper involved.
Got to string together some first downs. There's Uzma Harper right there. He kind of juked and jived his way to a first down, a gain of 8. Yeah, you really got to stick to the script here a little bit. String these first downs together and keep your defense off the field.
We know, coming into tonight's game, 600 yards, just under 600 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. You're thinking, I've seen crazier stats, but it's everything he does. The backfield and on the kicking.
Fumble.
Oh boy.
And Green does a smart thing and jumps on it.
Man, shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they got to stay away from the mistakes and keep the positive yardage coming. Down 28-7, but we're sitting here with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Get something going on this drive. Keep your defense off the field. Maybe punch one into the end zone. You're still in the game. You don't want to give them the ball back.
The one thing you got to notice, they do get the ball to start the second half.
So string together something here. 2nd and 10. Gonna hand it to Uzma Harper. And he's running hard. He's running real hard. Down near the 50-yard line, close to a first down. I love the effort.
Oh, that second effort, lowering the shoulder, keep the leg.